In this example, we are going to see how we are going to do the PLC ladder logic programming for this particular sequential control operations, where you can see that this is the process flow diagram with the start and stop push button here, and then there is a pilot lamp which is red one and the green one, and there is a package here and one limit switch here and one motor is provided here. The operation is simple. Here when we press the start push button, this motor will start rotating. So when the motor starts rotates, at the same time this table also moves in this direction towards the limit switch, and this package moves towards this limit switch, and when it touches this limit switch will get opened so that the motor will stop like this. In addition to this, we have a stop push button. Stop push button is to provided that we can stop this motor at any time before this package is reaches this limit switch. And the other thing is this pilot lamps to indicate this red color and green color. This red color is to show that the motor is at stop, or it is at rest position, and this green color is to indicate that motor is rotating, means the table is moving, the package is moving in this direction. So this is a simple sequential task, so that we need to be programmed in PLC ladder logic programming. For that I'll use the simulator, and you can see that how with the help of the simulator we can do the ladder logic programming. We have inputs and outputs, so let's go to the process flow diagram. Here start push button is a one input, and stop push button is a one input, and limit switch is a one input. So total we have a three inputs, and coming for the output, we have two pilot lamps and one motor. So to start this motor, we are going to use an motor starter coil, and then we're going to use these two pilot lamps. Means the total three outputs are there, the three output devices and three input devices. From these three input devices we are going to control these three output devices, that we will see now. In the first run we are going to see how we can start the motor. So since here we'll consider that motor is having a larger capacity, so we are going to use motor starter coil. So where this motor starter coil can be energized by using an internal relay. So how we will do that, we will see that. First we will do with the condition that motor can be started and it can be stopped when the particular package which is moved or it reaches to the limit switch. For that we will make the arrangement in the program like we will be having a start push button which is connected to this terminal number 0. Usually start push button will be a normally open type, and then stop push button will be a normally closed type. We will connect that to the terminal number 1, and one more limit switch that we will connect to this terminal number 2. When the this switch with the particular package moves to this limit switch, and it will get opened like this. So we have three inputs over here. This is the start push button, and this is the stop push button, and this is the limit switch which is initially closed. So by using these three inputs we are going to control the output. Now we will see. I'll use this bit instructions. So here this one is a examine if closed. I'll use it for start push button, and then one more thing, examine if closed for stop push button, and then one more, examine if open for the limit switch. And now for this output I'm going to use this output energize, and then here what we have to do is once we press this start push button, our motor will be started, but if we release this start push button, this logical continuity will be lost. For that we can go for that like a ceiling circuit type. So in parallel with this we are going to place one more instruction. We'll use this, we'll place all these instructions at this side, and we will place this instruction inside this, and then one more bit instruction which is used in this branch. So it will hold the circuit, means the logical continuity even after losing this logical continuity by momentarily press and release of the start push button. So the the next rung we're going to use to indicate the pilot lamps, where we will indicate that motor stop. That one we are going to use this examine if open. So we will address it later how we are going to use the address for this. And then an output which is represented in this way here, output energized for the red pilot lamp. And in the next rung we are going to use examine if closed instruction and one output to energize the pilot lamp, which is green color, and one more instruction that we require to energize the motor starter coil. So here the output energize will be placed for this rung here. Now it is the programming part that we have done. This thing is the one where we are going to control the motor, and here these two are the rungs which are given to, or which are written to provide an indication that whether the table is moving or not, or it is stopped, like that. And now we will address this here. This one we can use it as a red pilot lamp, so I'll change this to red color, and this one we can use it as a green color. Okay, and now this one I'll use it as some other color. So since this can be used as a motor output or the motor starter coil, I'll use some yellow. Okay, so after connecting these three outputs to this terminal number 0, 1 and 2, this one is a red pilot lamp, and this one is a green pilot lamp, and this one is a motor starter coil. So we'll see how we are going to address this thing. So here this is what we have considered as a start push button. So we'll take the address of this one and I'll place it here, and then this one is a push button 2, which is a stop push button. Then I'll place the address of this to this instruction, and then this one is a limit switch. I'll place this limit switch address to this one, and then the output. So this output will be used to many other. So since we are using a motor starter, we can use this as an internal relay type. So where we are going to use a bit file, this binary file. I'll use this particular bit to store the status of this output. And now I'll copy this address and then paste this address here, and the same thing I'll use the same bit address here. So since whenever this particular output is true and this instruction goes true, and after releasing the start push button, we can provide a logical continuity in this path. And after that, this rung is provided to indicate that this motor is stopped, like that. So here whenever this is true and this will be false, like that, we're going to paste the same address, and then to indicate that pilot lamp is the motor is stopped, red pilot lamp address will be given here, and then here the same bit address will be pasted here. That indicates whenever this output or this bit file, the particular bit is set 1 and this will be true, so that the green pilot lamp will be turned on, so that the address which is connected to the green pilot lamp will be given to this one. And after that, by obtaining the status of this bit, we can start the motor by giving this examine if close. Means if this is true, then the bit status is 1, and then this bit status is also 1, and this will be true, so that our motor will be turned on. So here this motor coil is connected to the terminal number 2, that address will be given to this particular output. So this is all about the programming part, and now we will download this program to the PLC, and then we'll keep the PLC in run mode. So after keeping the PLC in run mode, so here we will start the motor, and once we will press this start push button, our motor starts rotating. Okay, here I'll press the start push button. So here just press the start push button and it is momentarily pressed and released. So now the logical continuity is provided by in this path. So since this motor is turned on, so you can see that this output, this yellow indication is that motor coil is energized, and this green pilot lamp is to show that motor is running. And now once the object or the material is moved towards the limit switch, and if the limit switch get opens, so now you can see that motor is stopped. The red pilot lamp indication shows that motor is stopped. Now the motor coil get de-energizes. Again we can start the motor. So since we have another condition that before the limit switch reached by this particular object or any material, so we can stop this motor by pressing the stop push button. I'll press the stop push button, so you can see that the motor will be turned off. So now the motor is turned off, and then the indication shows that motor is off. Again press the start push button, you can see that motor is turned on, and this is the motor coil which is energized, like that it is showing. And now press the stop push button, motor stops like this. So this is the programming of the simple sequential control, where the motor is operated by a start push button and stop push button and the limit switch. There we can do this programming in this way by using all the basic instruction or the bit instructions.